Welcome to the making of episode 2 with Guy Onke.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about IZANDI ZOMOYA. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. And yourself?
I'm doing great, bro. Nice to see you again after our first
Yeah.
trial of this show.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever see.
Even myself included.
Even yourself included. Maybe yourself you could see it, but yeah, not everybody else. The quality of that one was just awful.
It's growth. It's growth.
IZANDI ZOMOYA, a beautiful project, I must say. Especially like the fact that you were rapping in your mother tongue, isiXhosa. It's quite refreshing to listen to young artists making music using their mother tongue. How did the experience of making IZANDI ZOMOYA feel for you? Like when you were working on the project, was did you already decide like, yeah, I want to go full mother tongue on this project?
I mean, yeah, because even before that, I was rapping in Xhosa, but with that, because I think some songs I actually mixed English. Like like I have some English like songs here and there. But like for this project, I think it was subconscious, like and I think like the best way to express myself was in Xhosa because this is like my story. I want like a kid from Ekasi to relate, like directly, like bangabe bebuzwa say what do I mean here and there. I want it to be like raw, even like the slang, like in some songs I'm using slang, like Ekasi slang, which is gonna be like appealing to a kid from Ekasi listening to the tape, and it was a very emotional process for me as well because I had to dig deep, I had to look, I had to go back to my old self, and reflect. Uh, so yeah, it was that kind of process.
And how long did it take you to make this whole project? Yeah.
I think close to a year because initially it was like a project. It was supposed to be like a fun project with just like songs like lit songs, hit songs. But then as I was working like on it, I, I I I got new inspiration, like because I was listening to like Simpietana, like rock, like a whole bunch of like genres mixed, and some of the songs really touched me, and I started like making notes, like personal notes, because before I was making a project that was supposed to be fun, and I was making notes as well. But then with this one, I took a turn after listening to a couple of songs, like that really touched my soul. So I had to like scratch the whole project I was working on, and then I began a new concept, and yeah, that's what inspired the project, and the first song I recorded was actually the last song, UMBULELO. That was the first song I recorded on the tape, and and I like saying I was working on the tape backwards because that song was like it guided me, because I was working. I wanted to make it like to create a world like my world, So that song was like a guideline. So whatever I did, so whatever song is before that one had to like kind of like tie up to that song.
Okay. Now I get what you mean. So you're saying before IZANDI ZOMOYA there was a project that
Yeah, I was working on a
you
project.
there
Yeah,
was an intent, but then
yeah,
IZANDI ZOMOYA eventually became that project.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Umbulelo. Damn, like watching the video. Um, like how how was it for you to write like a song like that? Like
Mm.
yeah, like, and then coming up with a music video that is like a
Yeah.
beautiful music video like you did. Like how was the experience?
It was one of the most difficult songs to write, because I think that song has I think it has three versions, because like the one you hear was actually the last version because I think it took me months to write that song because I kept on like scratching. Nah, man, I'm saying too much here, so I had to like make it listenable, I guess, because I was saying like like the first version was really deep, So I had to, and people would never hear that because it was really, really deep. So I had to like scratch, I kept on like, rewriting and taking out stuff at now, man. I don't think my brother would be happy hearing me singing this on a song, or my mother would be happy. So yeah, that song was, because basically I think that song sums up, that song sums up like the whole tape, because like I'm talking about like how I grew up from birth to me becoming a man, like and surviving suicide, all of that. And basically I think that's what like the whole tape entails, So that song in particular, it embodies like the whole thing, the whole message, like it says everything I wanted to say in the tape. So writing that song, was really, really deep, and I haven't played it for my mom actually. I haven't played it for my mom. And the video, Utlumelo, the director, hit me up. I think it was last year. Like, yo, I think after hearing the tape, like he was like, yo, I wanna direct the song. Please don't give it to anyone else. I wanna direct it myself. Because I think, because he told me like he played it for his mom, and his mom actually cried after hearing the song. So I think it touched him like in a very, very like in some other way. So yeah, it was only right for him like to direct the video, and he killed it.
So it had kind of like the sentimental value that you had while writing this song kind of transcended to Hlumelo,
Yeah, yeah.
coming up with this concept. Yeah, I mean like seeing that Uti say like Lengoma, like you haven't played it for your mom. Is it because you fear that maybe your mom might have the same reaction that Politica
Yeah,
Hlumelo had?
I think so. Yeah, I think because we never really speak about my dad, So for me to like to put that on a song, I think it would like really. So when she hears it, I don't want to be around. Whenever she hears it, I don't want to be around. So yeah, that's why.
Um, don't you think maybe there will be beauty like in her listening to the song? I mean, because she probably will eventually hear the song somehow, but don't, wouldn't you like to be
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
that experience? Like one might say like how unyana wake, like basically yeah, na seeing unyana wake saying all this stuff, like wouldn't you like to be there to experience that those emotions? Or is that too much for you to experience?
I think it would be too much for me, but I'm kind of like in between about it, because I think I would love to like, actually see her like like the first time like listening to the song. I would love, especially the video, seeing the video, watching the video. I would love to like for her to watch the video. But then again, it's like shit. It would be too much like for me. It would be too much. Yeah, I'm definitely sure she'll cry. I'm sure about
You
that.
mentioned that you had some problems with like suicidal problems and depression, and I'm guessing now ukulele. I think I don't know, maybe not fully overcome them, but I'm sure you probably overcome a lot of that. Wouldn't you? I mean, even though your mom
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't know anything about that, wouldn't you kind of like her to know like the Onke that is here now? This Onke is actually made up of all the
yeah,
shit that I experienced in the closet
yeah,
without
man. Yeah,
like I think that's also one of the things like as young people, especially like young people in the creative field, we have those problems, like we have a lot of like those anxieties and like the pressure that people put on us, like, yeah, you're doing art, why don't you do this? And that also accumulates to the depression. And I think that's also like a lot of us, we don't share those things with our parents, because I know for one that a lot of things that I would like to share with my mom that I haven't shared. But don't you think for yourself like maybe there might be some therapy in doing that?
I have thought about that, but then again, it's like I don't want her to blame herself, because our parents are like, "Us, I wasn't there for you." So to think like because I think she should ask herself like a lot of questions, like what did I miss? Why didn't I notice that? Why didn't I pick it? So I think I would love like for us to have a conversation, but then again, I don't want to. I think it would be too much as well, too much for her as well. Like me telling all of these things.
The
So yeah.
concept of umbulelo is a really beautiful one, especially I mean when you show appreciation to umzali, and again understanding like the content of the song. Don't you think maybe, okay, like I don't know if you ever have plans for this, or maybe there's a song that you probably did, like maybe like a song similar to umbulelo, but in a way like amvela umbulelo, okay, probably without the other parts of the song that is on Zive. Like I don't know. Uh,
Oh, oh, okay, sure. Oh,
maybe like
okay,
a
I get
special
you.
version. Like I don't know. Has that ever come to you in mind? Like when you, cause like, of course you often naive as it is. Maybe you would like a sort of like I don't know a sugar coated version of it. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know, eh? Maybe I think no, I don't think that would be like ideal. I think maybe there'll come a time where I'll be like, nah, man, let me just play for her.
Are you ready
There'll come
for
a
it?
time, yeah, there'll come a time. I think there'll come a time, maybe sometime this year. I don't know, you know. Or maybe like when I can see this progress in my life, like, yo, mom, listen to this. I actually made
Yeah.
this last year. So, well, come on, so yeah, I think there'll come a time where I'll be ready to play like her the song.
Yeah, I mean, like, because Umbulel is really like a, like, I mean, hearing it's like this roller coaster of emotions, and like it's interesting that you say like Yongele tape comes out of that one song that basically was the mother of all songs. How did that come about? Like, I mean, you go from like a song like Umbulelo to a track like iiWAY, for example, which is like like a fun
Yeah.
street song. How did that work out for you?
I got the beat, the instrument. I don't like calling it beat because it's, the instrumental from
The
Bulel.
instrumental.
I don't like calling it a beat. So the beat. So I
It
got
kind
that
of makes
from,
it cheap, doesn't it?
yeah. So I got the instrumental from Unik. I think he sent me like four, I think, and then I picked that one. When I first heard the instrumental, I was like, fuck, let me write a love song. I tried like writing a love song. Fucking it was a fucking flop. It was a flop. It was a flop. So I put the beat on ice, like the instrumental like on ice for like a while. And then I don't know. I think I was listening to Osimpieta and that song Mayine. After listening to that song, so I went back to the beat and then I wrote the first line. The first line, Mama's Kulisa. From there, everything just I don't know what came over me. Like it's just like everything just came together. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna put a hook. I'm not gonna put a hook. It's just I'm gonna leave
This
like
is just
I'm
gonna
gonna
be like a straight
yeah. It was
me
so
going
uh
rapping on it, yeah.
yeah. So from that song, because the first song is Baleka, yeah. The first song is like an introduction, introduction because like Baleka and it's like an exclamation mark. Before you hear the song, it's like Baleka. What do you mean Baleka from Loan? So I wanted like that kind of reaction from like a listener. So with the kind of songs like you, I wanted to obviously like to have like the groovy songs or whatnot. But then again, there's also like a message underneath. There's a message, even though it's like a fun song. But then because I'm talking about verse two. I'm saying the Vuke Elongas, and that's what I'm saying. So it also like gives you an idea of how much like a drinker I used to be because it makes you think like what the fuck, nigga? Why would you wake up? Like, why would you do that? And because I also talk about like that again on Zone 19.
Yeah.
Because iiWAY is like the fun side of the hood, and then Zone 19 is like the dark side. So these two songs they contradict each other.
Ah, yeah,
On
yeah.
yeah. So those kind of I wanted that, and also on the of iiWAY like is a contradiction. iiWAY is like a Kasi song, and then the next song is Beto. So it's also like another thing, uh, whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Is yeah. It was so like me Kasi, and then on the first line I'm saying. I'm going to Beto to find my roots. So I think everything. I try to make every song connect. Like on the tape, I try to make
Yeah,
every
yes,
song link.
yeah.
Yeah. So I try, and my blueprint, like my main inspiration for that tape was Good Kid, Mad City. Because instead of having skits, I use poetry to tie the songs. I use poetry like instead of having
To
skits.
link them up, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And like you just mentioned now, like how you link the songs. Like maybe I'm speculating, but le reading about Vugelonga, so not 10. Is that perhaps linked to like over drinking because of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
depression?
Yeah.
Okay. Um also like except like being a filmmaker yourself, how easy or kind of difficult was it to actually let someone else basically take the wheel when 'cause, like I noticed like all the videos that you release, I think if I'm not mistaken, you released three, right?
Yeah,
Noah,
yeah.
iiWAY,
You were,
and UMBULELO, and
yeah,
they all have like different directors, none of which are you.
yeah.
How was it for you to let go as a filmmaker to give someone else the wheel?
I think it's believing in someone's ideas. It's believing in their ideas. I mean, obviously they also keep like they also like allow me to have an input, but like most of like the videos like it's them. You know, I give them creative control because I trust them. You know, because obviously I mean I look at their work before I work with them. So I think it's about collaborating and also trusting people like with your work and trusting their ideas. Because also I think Nam as a filmmaker, I would love like if I see like if I hear another song from another artist, and I'm like, yo, I would love to direct this. And I would love like I would like it when like if Bangan Tema, as much as
Yeah,
I shot it also, it's like that's a win-win situation.
I will, like
Yeah, it goes both ways.
when you look at the work that is done on your videos, like which your videos are obviously like really good. Do you ever like think, shit, I probably would not have pictured it like this. Like if I were like for example Umbulelo, if I were to make
Yeah,
Umbulelo, I don't think I would have made it like that. Like does that come to your mind? Like
yeah,
shit,
it
this
does.
is actually fucking dope. The fact that a person can
Yeah,
envision something in a totally different direction as to
shit.
how I would have made it.
Funny you say that because Fumbulelo had like a similar idea with Beshumela, but not like that. It was like fucking like he really killed it. Because I had like a kind of similar idea, but like his idea was just, you know, I think mine could be was like 10%, and then 90% was his ideas. Yeah.
Ah
So I
shit.
think, yeah,
He definitely killed that music video. I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
it really it it felt cinematic, like with the story. Like it felt like the whole thing was just cohesive. It's like shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
listening to it and I'm
It,
actually
it, it
seeing it as it is
yeah.
basically
It
being
looks like
said
it
on the
looks like how
song.
it
Yeah,
sounds. It looks like how it
exactly.
sounds.
Yeah, it literally matches, and which is like the same I can say with all the other videos. Like every video that you made so far was literally um uh complementing the tracks themselves. Yeah. But yeah, bro, like IZANDI ZOMOYA. How like when you compare it to like Delic, which one do you think like now still resonates with you more? Like
That is somewhere.
IZANDI ZOMOYA.
Because on the first tape I was still growing. I was still finding my sound. Because when I go back, as much as I'm proud I made that tape, but like when I go back, like shit, can I really say this? You know, but it's part of the growth. So I'll never take it like off the internet. I want people to hear it to like to grow with me.
Sure.
So I'm obviously from some way I'm gonna be better. Even if I make a tape that people might think is like uh even if my next project is not better than Zanzamoya, but like I want people to notice growth. So yeah, I'm all for for that for growth. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, also you mentioned like you listen to a lot of genres, so surely there
Yeah,
has to be some influence
yeah,
in like future projects like
yeah,
that derive from all these different sounds.
and people might not like it, so
Of course,
they might,
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it's always like I don't know. It's always a test on like fuck how far do people go to like shit. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, obviously people sometimes like yeah, I like there'll be like there'll obviously be those people like I like the psychedelic Guy Onke
yeah,
or I
yeah,
like the Izandi
it's
Zomoya
more,
Guy Onke more or
yeah,
whatever the case may
yeah,
be. But yeah,
yeah, yeah,
of course you will never really satisfy everyone at the same time. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. And
But
I
yeah,
can't keep on making the same stuff. No, I
and
can't.
you can't, yeah, because I mean then you become just another guy doing redundant. Um, but yeah, how is the scene like in Cape Town now with regards to uh collaborations with like artists out of like all streams? Because like, I noticed also with you like with the producers, with the filmmaker, you basically collaborating with like as many people as you can. Like, how do you think that is affecting the culture right now?
I think it's pushing it forward. Actually, I think it's pushing it forward. Like there is. change, like a drastic change. Because I think we also now have like a market. We're penetrating the market. We're penetrating there slowly but surely. Because I also like made a remix for iiWAY with Greek, Sim, Legend from the Eastern Cape, and Bravo Leroux from the culture. So, and I only met those guys like around that time. I made the remix with them, with Bravo and Legend. So I think it speaks volumes, like how now like everyone is opening up to like, collaboration, And I'm also have like music with Legend as well. So I think like people are now open to like collaborating, And I think me personally, I've always been about collaboration. So I think I'm happy that like Cape Town is taking that route now. There's no more like cliques. Like now we're doing our own thing, we're doing our own thing. Because it's lame to say the least. But like
for sure.
I mean, obviously, not every collaboration is gonna
Work out. Yeah.
work out. Yeah, work out. Yeah. So I guess, but like I think it's safe that we collaborate as much as we can. Whatever doesn't work out doesn't work out, and then we just keep it moving.
Okay, not true. Because like I see like more attention in Cape Town than I've ever seen before.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
everyone is like,
It's
yeah, fuck. There's some shit going
it's
on down there.
yeah, yeah. It's very
Something
sad.
that we never really had in Cape Town before. Uh,
Yeah.
I think would you do you think that is attributed to the amount of collaborations that are happening in the city?
Yeah, I think so. Because let's say if I make if I make a song with D, like and then because now she is like because she like fan base like in was basically so a huge fan base, and then if I do a song with her, I mean obviously people from Joburg, other fan base is gonna notice, Same with Bravo when I did the remix, like I think that's my biggest song like so far with like numbers wise, because I think because of like those collaborations. So though like I think the collaboration attracts more attention. I think let me just put it like that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Not facts, man. So yeah, man. Just to wrap this up, like, are there any projects that you're currently working on? Film, music,
Yeah.
fashion? Because actually, I forgot to mention that you also like you do part time modeling, right? Like, or
Hey,
or
but now
you
hey,
don't
but
do
now
that anymore.
nah. Can I wait to join? But yeah, I'm working on an EP. I'm thinking of calling it Zone 19 Saint. It's actually because guess the way is see that chapter iiWAY and Zone 19 the songs.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm making an EP out of those two songs. Like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
taking concepts out of those two songs. I'm making EPs it's a slight EP from IZANDI ZOMOYA. It's like
Oh,
four.
okay.
I want to make it 4 songs. Yeah, and I also have a plan of shooting iiWAY remix. There's also like a plan, and yeah, but like the EP soon. The EP is coming.
Oh
It's
yeah,
coming,
nah.
and it's fucking hard. It's hard.
All right, yeah.
No more personal shit. Nah.
Now
This is fun.
we're gonna look forward to that. I mean, personal shit is fun as well. Like
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
it reminds us of our own struggles. But
Yeah.
yeah, again, we want to party from time to
Yeah.
time. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, like Izani Zamoya was a beautiful tape, and I hope you grow further and make more beautiful music, bro. And yeah, anyone who has not yet listened to Izani Zamoya, please check it out on the link in the description, and the music videos will also be linked down below. So yeah, peace, bro. Nice to
Thanks,
have you
bro.
on this
Thanks for having me.
conversation.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Can't wait to watch this.
Peace out, bro.